All right, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ha Rakah Kudash, double honors unto our apostle elders, which rule great millstone while in Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. May you endure unto the end. Shalom. Wa Abba. This is Philemon, chapter 1, verse 1. It's an epistle of Apostle Paul to the Israelites in Turkey, Asia Minor. It says, Paul, a prisoner of Yahushua HaMashiach, and Timothy, our brother, unto Philemon, our dearly beloved and fellow laborer, and to our beloved Apphia and Archippus, our fellow soldier, and to the church in thy house. Grace be to you and peace from Yahweh our Father and the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach. So you had Israelites that were scattered amongst the heathen, and they were believing on Yahushua, which it gives you an example, circling that area of Turkey. And this is actually a map, so you can understand the travel of Apostle Paul, which as he went through, and see, this would be Turkey, and then he crossed over to the Grecians, which you had Israelites amongst the Greeks. All right. It says in Philemon, chapter 1, verse 4, I thank my power, making mention of thee always in my prayers, which you should always pray for the Akim of the Holy Spirit, starting with the head apostles, which taught us this truth. Hearing of thy love and faith, which thou hast toward the Lord Yahushua and toward all saints. And that's what these videos are for, is for the saints, so that they could sanctify themselves in Yahushua, that the communication of thy faith may become effectual by the acknowledging of every good thing which is in you in HaMashiach Yahushua. For we have great joy and consolation in thy love, because the bowels of the saints are refreshed by thee, brother. So we do these videos to edify, all right? So that you could understand what is salvation according to the scriptures. The Lord set up prophets, which he shows everything unto his prophets. Wherefore, though I might be much bold in Hamashiach to enjoin thee that which is convenient, yet for love's sake I rather beseech thee, being such an one as Paul the aged, and now also a prisoner of Yahushua HaMashiach. Let's see what this says in the translation comparison. Verse 8. It says, that is why I am boldly asking a favor of you. I could demand it in the name of HaMashiach, because it is the right thing for you to do. Yet for love's sake, I rather beseech thee, being such an one as Paul the aged, and now also a prisoner of HaMashiach Yahushua, which he had authority over the church as the Apostle Paul, but he said, I'd rather beg you as a prisoner of Yahushua HaMashiach as the Paul the aged. See? And we beg, right? As the Apostle Paul wrote in Romans 12, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, through his Son Yahushua, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Let's see what that word holy has in the Hagias. It says, most holy thing, a saint. In the Strong's definition, it says sacred, physically pure, morally blameless, or religious, ceremonially consecrated, most holy one, thing, saint, right? Which it tells you in Romans 7, what makes us holy is believing in Yahushua to the point where you follow after the law of Yahweh, not the carnal law, the animal sacrificing law. Yahushua is that sacrifice. But there's a moral law in the scriptures. Romans 7 verse 12, wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy and just and good. Was then that which is good made death unto me? Yahweh forbid. But sin, that it might appear sin, working death in me, by which that which is good, that sin by the commandment might become exceedingly sinful. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin, which we're free from. It tells you here, Romans 8:1, there is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yahushua, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life in Hamashiach Yahushua had made me free from the law of sin and death. Because when we sin, we had to sacrifice an animal. All right, we don't do that no more. We're free from that through Yahushua HaMashiach. But now there's a law of the Spirit of life. Zoe, life, which is to live. B, life real and genuine, a life active and vigorous, devoted to Yahweh and His Son Yahushua, blessed in the portion even in this world of those who put their trust in Hamashiach, but after the resurrection to be consummated by new accessions, among them a more perfect body, and to last forever. See, that's talking about the life in Yahushua, and then the Spirit, which A gives you a good example. It says in definition 2, the Spirit, i.e., in other words, the vital principle by which the body is animated. That's why we have reborn again, right? We're a new creature in Yahushua. Through the power of Yahweh, the rational spirit, the power by which the human being feels, thinks, and decides. The soul. A spirit, i.e., a simple essence devoid of all, or at least all, grosser matter, and possessed of the power of knowing, desiring, deciding, and acting. A life-giving spirit. A human soul that has left the body. A spirit higher than man but lower than God, i.e. an angel. It could be for demons, but it says right here in second definition, the spiritual nature of Hamashiach higher than the highest angels and equal to God, the divine nature of Hamashiach. You see? Which, that's what we have. We have that nature of Hamashiach. That's why it continues on to say in verse 3, for what the law could not do, that it was weak through the flesh, because we kept on sinning, so we kept making animal sacrifices to a larger extent. Yahweh sending his own son as that sacrifice in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, he was going to pay for the wage of the sin of Israel, condemn sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. It says he did this, NLT version, he did this so that the just requirement of the law would be fully satisfied for us, who no longer follow after, it says, who no longer follow our sinful nature, but instead follow the Spirit. And once again, the Word is the Spirit. There's a Holy Spirit, angels that deal with it, pertaining to the men, all right, that are awakened to this true Israelite men, all right. But once again, when you go to Romans 7 and 14, it's pertaining to this word. Verse 14, for we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. Let's go cross-reference. Psalms 51 and 6, behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part thou shalt make me to know wisdom, meaning in the mind. Hebrews 4 verse 12, for the word of Yahweh is quick and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. See, so it all goes back to the word. Even Yahweh Shai, he said, I am the word. He comes in the volume of the word. All right? The word of Yahweh. All right? And his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the elect of Israel. Wa abababal.